Hello, welcome to the Lunch and Chat with Leslie show. I'm your host, Leslie Parker. Thank you for joining me tonight with this broadcast. It is going to be an exciting, informative broadcast. So if you had a chance to read the description, and especially the description down the bottom on the ticker, it says declutter and breathe the breath of life. And I hope to be able to deliver this for you. I have a special guest that will be coming on, but I want to ask you a few questions. Are you feeling overwhelmed with disorder in your home and your life? And are you constantly searching for items that you misplace? Well, believe it or not, that fits my category. I've been struggling with that. And I made a conscientious decision to reach out to this young lady. And once you hear her speak and talk about the areas of what you can do to resolve those issues, you're going to be very excited. Her name is Tzipora Zidell, and she is a professional organizer, and she is an expert at decluttering and organizing items. She will, as I mentioned to you, she will share some wonderful tips with you to help you declutter your home, your office, and even other spaces in your house. So before I bring her on, I want to show you her picture, and I would like to just give you just a brief snapshot of what she does. So give me 1 second. Okay, isn't she beautiful? I'm so honored, like I said, to meet this young lady, and I will be bringing her on. So, Tzipora, I hope you're ready because I'm getting ready to bring you on the broadcast.
Hi, thank you. Thank you all for listening
Hi.
today.
Yes. Hi. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. Such a beautiful, warm day.
Yes. Oh man, who are you telling? I didn't realize it was that hot outside until I had a jacket on, and my daughter told me that mine's going to be like 80 degrees. But it's a beautiful day, and it's a beautiful day to get organized, right?
Yes, it always
Well,
is.
yes, definitely. Well, Tzipora, before I even get into really sharing with the viewers about some of the tips that you have as far as being organized and so forth, I just have a few questions to ask you. So I hope you
Sure.
don't mind. I'm going to make them short and sweet. Okay. I have to put my glasses on here. I just want to basically know, first of all, if you can let our viewers know, how long have you been a professional organizer, and what inspired you to, I guess, get into the craft?
Yeah, so I opened my business, Declutter Together, about 2 years ago. So I've been doing it professionally for 2 years, but for many years I've been helping my friends and family to be organized. It's kind of like a natural trait of mine, and I like to help people, so I've been doing that for quite a while.
Okay, so nothing that you learned as a child, like your parents didn't show you, or were you always organized? I guess that's what.
Yeah, I was always organized. My family also was organized, so it's kind of just natural. And there's so many people that don't have that natural ability, or just go through things where their whole home and life becomes disorganized. So I like to just come in and help people and try to make things smoother.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Well, I definitely want you to help me. So I will be after this show. I'm definitely going to reach out to you. And if I'm telling you, if my mother could hear this, she'd probably be like, "Thank God she's reaching out to someone." So I want to ask you. So, what type of services does your company offer?
Yeah, so we do in-home organizing and offices. We can help with moves, and we even started doing Zoom when the pandemic came out. So really, if you live anywhere, we can help via Zoom. It's different than doing it in person, but in person we do in the Pikesville, Owens Mills area.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, that was my next question too, to ask you. Yeah. So what areas or how far will you travel to do a project?
Yeah, so we'll travel like a half hour from Pikesville without a problem. And further than that, if it's a lot further, then we're happy to do it. There'd probably be some sort of travel fee.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Especially if you're dealing with the traffic here in Maryland, it can be very crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. And so typically, how long does a declutter project take to declutter or organize a project? How long does it typically take?
That's a great question. A lot of people like to know that. There's really no typical because everybody's different and every home is different. It depends on the size and the extent of the clutter. And also depends on each person's personality. You know, some people can go through their stuff very quickly and they're really ready and we do it 1, 2, 3. And some people just need more time to go through everything, which is really fine. We work on each client's pace and like you're the boss. You know, if you want to go quicker, we'll just go quicker. So yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I can tell you're probably very easy to work with because you have this sense of like you're very patient. You know, I do believe that to be a personal organizer, you have to be patient. I probably couldn't do it because I would probably say, "Hey, hurry up! You got to get this done." I'm very fast paced person.
Yeah.
So that's good. And you have to have patience, I'm sure, with in the industry. So let me ask you this. So once the project is completed, when do you follow up with your client and how long does it typically take for the client to form this habit of decluttering and organizing?
Okay. Yeah. So again, like I said, we'll work on each client's pace. So some people like to just do a whole home transformation all at once and everything. So we'll do that. You know, some people like to do one room at a time, then take a couple of week break and then go on to the next room. So, you know, everybody does what they like and we're happy to work whichever way you want. But typically once you're done, the client is usually able to maintain it because we have different organizational systems based on the person's personality and how they live in their home. You know, someone with kids is going to organize things differently than someone without kids, you know, put things at different heights and stuff like that. So I typically try to organize in a way that someone can maintain it. We do offer maintenance packages that I could come back like once a month to do touch-ups and stuff, but I do really want it that the client can maintain it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And talk about, before we get into, I was going to ask you about what kind of systems that you use to have a successful outcome for your clients. But I do want to ask you, I'm just curious about this, Tzipora. Can you just tell our viewers what would be some of the reasons why people struggle with maintaining order?
Yeah, so there are many reasons. A big one can be a transition. If someone's going through a life transition, whether a happy one, a good one, or not, it could be, you know, someone's having a baby, a divorce, or maybe an elderly parent is moving into your home. You know, there's so many different changes in life, even like the pandemic. This is a big change, you know, working from home, having kids at home all day, homeschooling, all these changes bring about chaos in our lives. And when a lot of times when we feel chaotic, then our home and atmosphere becomes chaotic. And it works both ways. Like if you maintain an organized home, a lot of times you feel at peace and organized and things work out better. But anyways, a lot of times when you're going through a transition, people don't have the time or headspace to keep an orderly home. And that's totally normal. And everybody goes through these stages in life. Everybody, even organized.
Yeah, because I was going to mention to you, because I know when in 2020 I was grieving, so grief could probably cause that, right?
Yeah, definitely. Grief and depression, you know, all that causes chaos and disorder in your home. So one really big reason is a transition. And it could be something big or small, emotional, physical, all that causes you know, because really the emotional and the physical aspects are all like intertwined. So So that's one. Another one is just personality. Some people are born more organized and have a natural inclination towards that. And there are others who are just have other talents and don't naturally know how to keep their home in order. And that's really okay. Like, I'm good at certain things and not good at other things. And everybody has different talents. And that's where an organizer can come in and teach someone how to set up their home so that they can easily maintain it. Yeah.
Fantastic. I do want to share a video that you sent me, and I think this would be a great video for the viewers to see about, I guess, organizing your life. I think you sent it to me. Let me see if I got it here. So I'm going to share this video, and let's see from here. And then you can show me some of the systems that that you talked about that you use for your clients. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let me try to share this. I'll put it on here. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work, it's because.
Oh no, it should work. It should work. I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna work.
It's tough not having enough time or motivation to organize your home or office. Days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months. Papers keep piling up. The garage or attic is packed full. Your kids' rooms are a disaster. Your office is a mess. When will it all end? You could attempt to do everything yourself, but without the time, energy, and professional systems in place, DIY efforts are almost always short-lived. A skilled professional organizer makes all the difference. Not only will a professional organizer help you create organizational systems, but those systems will work flawlessly with you and your family's lifestyle. And of course, your sessions will be 100% judgment-free and focused on you and your needs for each space. The time to start getting things back on track is right here.
Okay. All right. So it did work.
Okay, great.
Were you able to see it? I hope the viewers were able to see it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So I do have some questions. So I'm going to jump into some of the questions that I got. Okay,
sure. Yes,
all right.
Great.
All right. So we've got a lot of people I like to go through here. People are just doing their shout outs. So I usually go through all of them. So be patient with me. Okay. Young lady, Donetta Mooring, she is a sleep hygienist coach. So she watches the program all the time. And I used to say with her, she's a very organized person. Matter of fact, she would tell me, like today, I told her that I had forgotten to call someone back. She said, well, did you put it in your planner? So she's good at reminding me. Thank you, Donetta. And let's see, I have someone else here. They're speaking here. Hello. Hello. And I have somebody else here. They want to know, is anyone having issues with, oh, the sound is breaking up? Oh, I hope not. Oh, so maybe, I hope the sound is okay. Can you guys hear me?
I hear it fine.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know what happened. Okay. Someone was having sound. Okay, but they can go back and watch it. Okay. This is.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Hannah.
That is nice. So this person here, maybe you can tell, this is one of your clients?
It's a friend of mine.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what. Don't worry, I'm going to use it. Is it Shanna? Is that her name? Shanna, I'm definitely going to use Tzipora. I'm very impressed with everything that she does.
Thank you.
Okay, so somebody did say it did straighten out. So maybe, I don't know what happened, but it says good. It straightened out. Good.
Great.
Someone else has something here. They said that you are amazing. You are amazing. That's great. Excellent.
Thank you, friends.
Very good. Yes. Kudos to you. That's what this show is about. Sharing is caring. And I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with the viewers, definitely. Okay, so in here it says, on my cleaning, she said cleaning out garages and basement right now. So she's going to do that, I guess.
Okay, good luck. I hope it goes well.
Yes, and she's from West Virginia, this person. That's what's saying, how far do you travel? That's a ways. I think she lives like, what, West Virginia is like 2.5 hours, right?
But it's far, yeah.
I don't know. Would you do West Virginia?
I could do it virtually, or I could travel. I would have a travel fee.
Okay, because I know that she just mentioned to me there's certain things, maybe down the road she wants to sell a house, and that's one of the most important
yes.
things, to get rid of certain things. Yes. Someone else here.
We do prepare homes for sales. If it's in order, it's more likely to sell quicker and for more money. So it's definitely worth the investment on there.
Worth the investment. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have another person here. She said, I'm working on cleaning out my basement now. Hard job, take out, and more gets put in. That's true. So what do you say about this? Especially when someone has like the dreaded basement. Nobody really wants to go in the basement.
Yeah.
They throw everything in there. So how do you make something so hard, a hard job, I guess, easy? Yeah. I think we talked about this earlier before.
Yeah, there are a few ways to do it. So one is go small. Don't come down there and think you're going to tackle the whole basement in a day. It could have taken you 10 years for it to get like that. So it's not going to all of a sudden, the snap of a finger, be perfect. So I would say start small. Either start with a small section, either one drawer or a certain type of item. Let's say your basement has a lot of sporting goods, so go collect all the sporting goods. But do either one category at a time or one section at a time. And then once you accomplish that, you can move on to the next. So that's one way.
And that way you won't be overwhelmed.
Right. That way you're not overwhelmed. Yeah. Okay. Also, if you do it with a friend or a sibling, and if you do it with someone, it can make it more fun. As you organize, you talk and you enjoy yourself. So that's another way. How else can we make it more enjoyable? You can put on music, and you can think about like the different stuff that you're donating, how it's going to help so many other people in their lives. So when you go through your stuff, there's an acronym called SORT. When you're sorting through your stuff, you decide S, are you going to save it? O, are you going to offload it, like give it away? R is recycle, and T is trash. So, there are like 4 different things you can do with it. And so you just have to make a couple piles for each section and decide where you're going to put it.
Okay. So that's a great idea, because I know like when I try to downsize or get certain things, let's say especially clothing. Remember, I think was talking about that. And I have a tendency, I want to, oh no, I really like this. I want to hold on to this. Or if it's something that I can't fit yet, I'm going to lose the weight and I'll get into it in 2 months. But
yeah,
what are your thoughts about that, especially with clothing?
So with clothing, if you plan on losing weight, then you deserve to buy yourself new clothing. So if something's too small on you, I would just give it away. And if you do one day, of course, when you lose that weight, just go out and buy yourself something new. First of all, styles come in and out, so that might not be something you want to wear once you do lose that weight. And again, losing weight is a big accomplishment, and you deserve to buy yourself new stuff. And then someone else can enjoy it while you're losing the weight, because you'll donate it and someone else can enjoy it.
That's a good point.
So yeah, and also a lot of times people don't even know what they have in their closet. Like if you put all your jeans in one pile, and you'll see you have like 10 jeans. You're like, oh wow, I didn't realize I have all this, And then once you have it all in front of you, you see you really don't need that many. So then you can get rid of the one that's too big, the one that's too small, the one that's not comfortable, and save your few favorite, and then the rest you can just.
That's so true, because I have like black pants. You go to the store, you're like, well, I think I need another pair of black pants. But recently I looked in my closet and I didn't realize I had about 6 pair of black pants I didn't know I had.
Right.
So you're right. It's time, Leslie Parker, to get rid of some of these clothes.
Yeah. So a lot of it is also just like having things categorized in your closet, right? So have all your pants in one section, and then within the pants have it color coded, and then all the dresses, and divide also by season. Sometimes you can have your your summer dresses over here and the winter ones on the other side of the closet, or there are different ways of doing it to make it.
And I know I think you told me that it's a good idea to use, which I like the type of hangers. You said the velvet hangers are good.
Yeah. So if you want to do something small on your own, it makes a very big difference. Having universal hangers in your closet, it just makes such a big difference. It's unbelievable. It just makes things look much more pleasing to the eye. And then they sell, the velvet hangers, and they're very thin, and they take up a lot less space than some other hangers. So yeah, you can buy them on Amazon. They're not expensive, and it's definitely worth the investment. And also, the velvet ones are not non-slip, so your clothing will stay on there well.
Okay. Definitely take your advice. I have another, let's see, someone else made another comment here. She said, I love to organize. I think it is so therapeutic. So true.
Yeah, it does feel good.
Yes, it
But
feels
for some people, it's stressful. So for those people, we can just, get help. It's nothing wrong with that at all. So.
But you're right. And I think that's the problem. Like with me, if I look at it like for me, I told you I love to decorate. I could decorate all day long, buy pictures, change the room around, lift stuff, put stuff back. I love handling different things. But when it comes to actually trying to put it together, like organize, like you have, the systems in place, that's overwhelming to me, because that's something, now it's interesting. It's not like I didn't come from a household that was very organized. It's just me. Maybe life challenges had some effect on me that I just didn't get the organizing part together.
Yeah, it could be.
But once I clean my room or do certain things, clean out my closet, I really feel what I said in here, that when you declutter, you can breathe the breath of life. I really feel like I've gained like a sense of peace, serenity, calmness, everything. So I think that organizing and decluttering your life is extremely important. And it is a phenomenal craft that you have.
Yeah, yes. One of my favorite parts of the job is seeing the joy and the peace that the client gains once we're done. When they see like that before and after photo, it's transformational, and they feel so good. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I have another statement here. Let's see. For everything that I bring in, she said, I try to double that in getting rid of things. That's good.
Yes, that's a very good thing to do. Yeah.
Yes, excellent. She said, I guess maybe this show has helped her. She said she's doing spring cleaning now. So
yeah, it's time of year where people are trying to clean up and get things in order.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have someone else here. Oh, wow, I got a lot of stuff here. Man, you're popular.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So it says, I could definitely use your assistance. How did we get in touch with you? Nicole, I'm going to have, some information. I'll bring it back on and also put it in the chat. But I do have some information about Tzipora, and she'll be able to help you through the process. I think she's coming to my house tomorrow. I'm not sure. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm ready to use her. Trust me. All right. So we have, oh, wow. I'm just.
Yeah. So they can go to my.
Oh, wow. Oh,
hi, Dina.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. So they can contact me. I have my website, and on my website, there's like a button for a free Zoom a discovery call where I'll talk one-on-one with you over Zoom, and you can describe what you need. I'll describe how I work, and we'll see if we're a good fit with for each other. So yeah, so I offer that, usually like a 30-minute Zoom call. And you can schedule that on my website.
Oh, and go ahead and tell them your website. I will.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so it's www.decluttertogether.com. So it's decluttertogether.com. And I also have a Facebook page, which is also at Declutter Together. And I try to post weekly tips notes, inspiration, and some photos of work I'm doing if the client doesn't mind. Yeah, so I definitely would recommend going on my Facebook page because there's really helpful information there.
Great. And I think you have another friend here. Oh, okay. The young lady that was on before, she says she loved that acronym. I guess that's when you use the sort.
Yeah.
Yes. And okay, we have somebody else here. It says, thank you, I'll get it. So she definitely needs that. See?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love helping people and getting their homes and lives in order. It makes such a big difference. So.
Absolutely. We're going to have an organizing party. That's what we should do. Now people say they have a paint party. Let's have an organizing party. Yeah.
Sounds
okay.
Good.
And how do you, she said, somebody said, how do you deal with a mate who is a hoarder? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And it could get a little touchy because you can't force someone to clean up. Sometimes if they see how you're getting organized and they see how it's helping you, sometimes they will follow when they see how it really means a lot to you. Then sometimes they'll follow you and do that as well. Sometimes you have to just create, if someone can't clean up, you create spaces. Like, this is your cave room. This is the room where you can have things however you want it to have. And you each can have your own space that each person needs to respect. So there's that. I mean, if someone is truly a hoarder, like a true hoarder, they might need professional help with a therapist or someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can be a true hoarder. So I guess I need therapy, right?
I don't know, but
that's okay. I always feel like it's the worst thing to do. What they say, denial, especially when you deny that you have an issue. Denial is the first sign of insanity. So you know what? I am true to myself. I know that I need help. So that's good. Once I just maybe having a conversation. Do you think, I don't know if this is a great idea, instead of, I guess, arguing with the person, right, about how bad they hoard, maybe talking them through it. You can't really treat them like a kid if you do this, I'll cook your dinner or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with someone and you can't force anything on anybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just over time they see how much it means to you, and it depends on the relationship. But
well, it's so funny that after this young lady said this, of course, I got little smiley faces because they thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have another person here. She said I'm getting ready to move and I'm going to need your help. Please post contact information. Gwen, I am going to do that after we go through all the questions. Most definitely, I will have her information up for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Then we have another person here. She wants to know, how often should you go through your things for the purpose of getting rid of useless things?
Yeah, so definitely like with clothing and stuff, when some people have kind of like a rule with themselves, when they bring in something new, they look through their stuff quickly and get rid of something. But definitely like between seasons, if you're switching your closet over from like winter to summer, kind of like now, if you see you haven't worn something that whole season, you're probably not going to wear it again. And then it's probably time to get rid of it. And it depends on your lifestyle, how often you need to go through things. It depends if you have kids. It depends on so many things. It could be just when you start feeling like things are piling up, start going through it.
Okay.
The best is to keep it under control. And so before you go to sleep every night, make sure the kitchen table is cleared off. Make sure certain habits that you get into, if you constantly do it, then you don't have to, at the end of the month, be overwhelmed with a pile of junk,
That's true.
So
That's true.
really
it's just staying on top of stuff. I guess it's really important. And you have more work, because to me, I would say, that's just more work. I got to do it right now. But later on, if you don't do it, like you said, it's just going to double up on you.
Yeah, there's a 2-minute rule. If you think something's going to take 2 minutes or less, then just do it.
Okay.
Do it right then, so it doesn't pile up.
I like that. Okay. I'm going to keep that in my mind. I promise.
2-minute rule.
Yeah, 2-minute rule. I like that.
Yeah.
And we have Nicole Bronson. She said, do you find that people go back to keeping clutter after they've gone through the decluttering process?
So many times not. Like, I found that my clients could upkeep it because we put certain systems in place that work with your personality. You know, some people like when things are out in the open so they can see it. Some people like when things are closed away in cabinets. So, and, you know, again, like I said, if you have kids or not, things are organized differently. So we try to put systems in place so that you can maintain it. You know, and some people are just so busy and they have less time. We do offer maintenance packages that we could come in and just touch things up. But really, I found that people are able to upkeep it and they love it. They feel so good and happy with how it is that they want to upkeep it, and they see it's not as hard as they think.
Yeah, especially when they start seeing changes, other changes within their lives, you know. I think to me, when you're overwhelmed too, it can affect how your mood swings, probably how you, even how you take care of yourself, how you eat and all those other things. So I know that, you know, when you clean, there's nothing like having a very clean and orderly house. And even in your car, even on the job. I mean, like you mentioned that we're now, because of the pandemic, more people are working home, so they have to create spaces to work. They're working from the dining room table, and if they have children, then you got to find places for the kids to do their Zoom homework. So
right,
it's really can be challenging, but I believe, you know, after a while, just like anything else, the habit will be formed. Now I have a couple more, and then I'm going to go into. I believe you're going to show some information.
Well, yeah, I have so many favorite products that I use.
Oh, good. Yeah, I want you to show those. Definitely. Oh, she said he's not a true hoarder, just doesn't want to throw out old stuff. Okay, she wanted to clarify.
No, that's fine. A lot of times it's talking to the person, finding out why they're still holding on to it. Is it sentimental? Is it whatever it is? You know, we talk through it, and usually I'm able to, I guess you could say convince, but I'm able to, like, you know, convince people that they really don't need certain things. But I never force anybody to get rid of anything. It's really what you're comfortable with, and I just help you talk through it and see why you're keeping it, and if there's anything we can do to just offload some of your stuff.
And I notice when, you know, people that are closest to you, when they say something to you about, why don't you get rid of this or whatever, it goes in kind of one ear, not the other. But when a person that doesn't have that relationship with them, they have a tendency of listening more.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. A lot of times you need an unbiased outside third party.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and I have someone, he said great ideas. This same person was telling when you were giving them suggestions about going through the things. And she also has another statement here. She wants to know, how would you suggest getting your kids to stay organized?
Okay, that's a great question. And I have a few kids of my own, so I definitely know how that works. Sometimes kids just really don't know. They don't know where things go. They don't know how to stay organized. So a lot of it is just showing them and teaching them. Having bins or buckets with pictures of what goes in it. So let's say for their toys, you can have a picture of a Barbie, let's say, on the outside of one of the buckets, and the kids know that that is the bucket where it goes in. So for toys and kids, I definitely recommend having picture labels. You know, have a picture of a Lego on the outside of a container. Also, a lot of times kids like to keep, we call it junk, but to them it's like important prizes and stuff like that you can get from a birthday party or from their teacher. So you give a kid a box or a drawer and you say, this is for all your toys and prizes and little stuff. And when it gets full, you need to go through it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you give them a limit. It has to fit in this box. And once your stuff outgrows it, you've got to go through it.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
That's great. Great idea. Okay, so I am going to get with you to share. We're going to share some of the systems or things that you use or recommend for helping your clients organize. So I'll start with that right now. Let's see. Hopefully, I can add that. Okay. So tell the viewers, okay, what are we looking at here?
Okay, so this is for gift wrap and all your gifting stuff. This item, it only costs $12 on Amazon, and it has a spot to keep your wrapping paper and gift bags and all that stuff. So this is great. It hangs on a rod, and they also sell it something similar. They can go under your bed or on the door, so whatever fits your space. So that's one item I really love.
Okay.
Okay, these are the hangers I was talking about, the uniform universal hangers that I love to use and really recommend.
Yeah, I like those hangers. I have those.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Yeah, so you can use something like this for makeup. They sell them in all different sizes, depending on how much you have, but it's great.
Oh
And
my goodness. I have tons of makeup. Yeah, I do need something like that.
Yeah, well, with makeup also you have to be careful that you don't hold on to stuff for too long because makeup does expire and get ruined. But this is a great way to organize it, and you can label the outside of each drawer to tell you what's inside it. So that's really great.
And how much is that? How much was that one, Tzipora?
That was that's $25, but they have smaller ones. Okay. Stuff, yeah. And there are 18,000 reviews, 5-star. So it's a great product.
Yeah. Oh, that's very good.
This is something awesome that I use that I love. Some people, they put their jewelry like in a box, and then the necklaces all get knotted up and it's hard to see what you have. So this hangs in a closet, and it helps you separate everything you have in a very organized and orderly fashion. So
I like the design of it. It looks like it's a dress.
Yeah, so they have this one. It looks like a dress. They have ones that don't look like a dress. They have a few different types, but something like this is what I love to use for jewelry. But again, there's so many different products for different people, their personality. Some people like it closed up in a box, so you can buy boxes that have different spaces and compartments. Yeah, some people like it when they can see it all at once. So depending on your personalities, what type of product I would recommend.
Okay, and I didn't think about what you said, personalities. You're right. We all have different personalities, so it's not necessarily one size fit all. So whatever that fits the client, you work with their needs. Excellent. Okay, so what are we looking at?
So this is called a shelf riser, and sometimes you'll have like a shelf and a big space and then another shelf. So you have a lot of wasted space in between. So if you put the shelf riser there, it almost doubles the amount of space that you have. Because, so people use this like in their china cabinets if they want to put like bowls and then plates on top. You can put it on top of the shelf. You could do it also in a closet if you have like shelving unit for your clothing. Again, you can make more shelves using, it's called a shelf riser.
And what do? You get two shelf risers for that price? I'm sure.
This one is $16 for 2 shelf risers. Depending on your space, you have to take your measurements. That's another thing. Like before you buy organizing products, a lot of people make this mistake. They buy organizing products before they declutter and go through their stuff. So you have to go through your stuff and see what you're going to keep, what you're giving away. Once you see what you have, then you measure your space. And then you can buy products accordingly.
Okay.
So yeah.
And actually, somebody just said that that they need everything that you're showing. A couple people said they need the jewelry dress. They like that.
Yeah.
All way too small. And she also said that the shelf risers are good for bathroom cabinets too. Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So these products are great, and I'm so happy that they're helpful for you guys.
Yeah, very nice. Because it's a lot of stuff on Amazon. I wouldn't know where to go. Of course you can search for things, but if you're not really keen on what makes sense to help you organize, you don't know what to look for. So I do thank you for sharing at least giving us some tips, sharing some of the systems you
Yeah,
use.
sure. Yeah, so like a professional knows, or they should know, many of the products that are out there. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of products out there, but
Right.
I know a lot of them, and I will try to find you a product. A lot of times I just know at the top of my head like what I think would work for you and your personality, and I'll just send you the Amazon link and go ahead and buy it, and you have it for the next session.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. So I love these for moving. They're tape
Oh,
labeled. And each one's a different color, so it makes it easier for the movers also.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah, so I really love this for moving.
I'm used to doing the marker and they're all the same color. You know how you say living room, this is for the bedroom, but I like that you're color coding stuff too.
Mm-hmm. And you also don't have to worry about the mover not being able to read it. It's typed up, it's clear, it's color coded. And then you put that piece of color tape outside the room that those boxes go into. So the mover just has to look at the door and they know this box goes there. So yeah. I don't know how much time we have to go through any more products.
No, go ahead. You're good. I'm not on a set time.
We could go through a few more. So this one is great for under the sink. It gives you some drawers, and on the top over here is like a shelf where you can put stuff.
I like
so
that.
It comes in different colors, comes in pink, and yeah.
Okay.
I like pink.
Yeah, the pink is cute.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's good. And this is another thing that's really good to go under a sink. And these are buckets that come off of this. So you can put your cleaning items under the sink in this piece. And then when you go from room to room, you can just take it off and take it with you, and then put it back under the sink when you're done. So
great idea.
Also an amazing product. So yeah, and these products make me so happy because they really make people's lives so much easier.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love what I'm seeing so far. Yes.
Yes. And this is, it's called drawer dividers, which is great if you have like a large drawer. It divides.
I like that.
You can divide your drawer so you can, let's say you have all different types of socks. So you can put, your socks that you wear with your sneakers on one side and the dress socks on another side. And yeah, it's great for organizing small things in drawers. And they're customizable. You can make them whatever size you want because they can become bigger and smaller.
Oh, that's nice. That's really good. Man, people are just loving your products. They're like awesome suggestions. They love the tapes. See, you're showing me stuff I've never seen before, so this is good.
Yeah, these products are great. And a lot of them I have myself because they're really good. So this is also something that's great to keep on your table. Like if you have you go through, let's say you use plastic stuff, you can put it on the table, your spoons, your forks, your knives, and divide it all like that.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let's see what else.
Yeah, keep on. Good.
Yeah, there's tons of different spice organizational products out there. This is one of my favorites if it works for you.
Okay.
It's thin, and it can fit, I think, 12 spices in here.
So do you put that, let me ask you something, because is that something you get on your counter or in your cabinet?
So it can go in your cabinet. It can hang on the bottom of your cabinet. It could go on the countertop. Really, I don't like when things are on the counter because it gives a more cluttered look. I like when things are all like put away. But yeah.
Because I have a big spicy rack now, and by you showing me this, it's making me think that, hey, I need to get a system like that so I could clear stuff off. And of course, when I'm, especially when you're talking with clients that's getting ready to sell their homes, you should tell, maybe this is a good suggestion, instead of having that bulky spice rack, why not do something like this and just put it inside your cabinet and still.
Yeah, well, if someone's planning on selling their home, then they should have nothing or almost nothing on their counter.
Exactly. Yes. So. Yeah. If I had to sell, if I had a home to sell, let me tell you what I would do. even though I'm not really an organized person, but when it comes to staging, I know you don't have that stuff on the counter. You just
Right.
gotta tuck it away.
I have a pot of flowers on the counter, and that's it.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So those are some of my favorite products. I mean, I have so many, but I think I've shown you a lot that you guys can buy and implement on your own, even if you're feeling like you want to.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. I love everything that you've shown so far. And I'm going to put your information back out just in case people did miss, let's see, where's your banner? Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So there you go, viewers. We have Tzipora Zidell's information for you. She is the owner and organizer of Declutter Together. And you can reach her via website or at 410-941-9018 or on her Facebook page, which is Facebook at Declutter Together. So I'm going to tell you, you have given the viewers a wealth of information. And I thank you so much for sharing this information. I feel like we need to also have like a part 2. Maybe, especially as we approach the summertime a little bit more. Would you mind coming back on the broadcast and doing another segment with me?
I would love to. Sure.
Okay, great. I definitely will I'll reach out to some of those people that I know as well, and they'll probably reach out to me. I'll make sure that if there's any additional information that they need, that I can just call you directly. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
And you're welcome.
If you know anybody who can benefit from some of the organizing products I shared or any information, then please share it with others. And if anybody wants, me to help you, then please feel free to reach out.
Trust me, you have probably a good 20 people. You got a lot of people that said they need help. Who's this? Oh, wait a minute. Somebody else left a comment. I don't want to leave anybody out. First of all, awesome suggestions. Someone said that they love this one. This is, wait a minute. This must be a friend of yours. Somebody put it out there.
Yeah, that's my friend. Thank you, Adina.
Adina, yeah. She said this was a great class. She said, thank you. Oh my God, wonderful. Thanks for coming on the broadcast, Adina. This is really nice. Excellent. Well, I'm going to just keep your information there for a second. But I do thank you, and I look forward to having you on the broadcast again.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
All right. And I'm just going to close this out. Everyone, thank you so much for joining the Lunch and Chat with Leslie broadcast. If you have any ideas or suggestions that you would like to come on the broadcast, you can always email me directly at lunchandchatwithleslie@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on the Facebook. But we're definitely going to have another show about organization very soon. So we thank you, and everyone, you have a great night. Take care.